Previously on ALC201.
Hi everyone, I've decided to do this week's meLecture from the safety of my office. Thank you very much to all those people who helped out last week and in this week's video. It was very much appreciated, and what you saw there was the beauty of collaboration and creativity. I went into that class last week with a bit of a plan, but what we actually produced was something that I could never have actually predicted. Something that comes from creative collaboration, partly using digital media and partly not. So it was really great that people could help out. We're moving on this week to Module 3 on cultural representations of digital media, mediating new media. What we've been looking at in the past weeks is a lot about how digital media applications in various settings used by various users impacts and generates meanings about often traditional media in various cultural settings. For example, museums. We looked at how digital media can complement and enhance the meanings that are constructed through traditional artifacts and exhibits. What we're looking at now is kind of the flip side of that. We're looking at how more traditional media sometimes generates meanings about digital media. And I explain this, why this is important in the study notes. Make sure you have a careful read of the study notes this week. The other significant part about the timing of this topic is that you've actually been engaging in the creation of cultural representations of your own of digital media through the Module 2 exercise and also the Collaborative Digital Media project over the next week. And I'm not going to be marking too many of the Module 2 exercises, but I've had a look at quite a few, and I have to say that I've been blown away by the creativity and just the ideas that I could never have thought of myself that people have run with. The creativity, and not only that, but you've really captured what this unit is about, exploring the intersection between creative application and critical analysis. And a lot of the Module 2 exercises are really doing that really well, so well done. In terms of the group assignment, what I was initially going to do was to put together a 5-minute example based on my proposal earlier in the trimester about the intersection between digital media and board game culture. But I've actually decided not to do that after all. Having a look at some of your Module 2 exercises and the editing of video there and the use of digital media in lots of different ways tells me you don't really need an example, and I don't want it to look like a template that people should follow. I don't want to stifle creativity in any way. What I've decided to do instead of do that example is to incorporate some of the footage I've been shooting for that into this meLecture and spend more time putting together this video instead. But one thing I did want to do, and I said I'd do this in the instructions document, is give you a bit of a demo on how to embed a YouTube video into a HTML page, just in case you're wanting to use that format for your final submission. You can also do it on a blog, and I'll give you a look at that too now.
Okay, so just to give a quick demo on how to embed YouTube videos into a HTML page, you can create HTML pages in your group locker area very easily. Just click New File and make sure you save it in there and make sure you back it up as well. If you've already got one created, like I've already prepared one here, just click on the little drop down menu there and click Edit. You can stretch out the screen here to make it a bit more easy to navigate. Make sure you enter content in the contents part, not the description part there. So you'll have perhaps some writing there, and when you want to edit embed your YouTube video, just click Insert Stuff. Now there's several ways that you can go about embedding a YouTube video into the HTML page. The first way you could try is to click on YouTube in the menu there, and you can search YouTube for your video. Now if you've recently uploaded your video, it might not actually come up even if you type in, as I'm doing here, the exact title of the video. You can see that what I'm looking for is not actually there, so that's not going to help me. The next best thing will be to enter a URL. So I can go back to the YouTube page, just click the URL there and copy that, entering the URL into the box there, click Next, and then you should see it pop up, and you can click Insert. You might not see it initially, but if you click Save and then open up the HTML page in view mode, you can see that it's embedded in there and that it works fine. So the other thing you want to make sure you do is to right click on the page and click Save As, save it onto your desktop, and then you can just test that it works, because this is with the HTML file that you'll want to upload into your Dropbox. So if I click on this here, it'll come up and it should look exactly the same as I had before. The other option is, if that doesn't work, and there's no reason it shouldn't, you can actually go into the Enter Embed Code option. So if you go to Insert Stuff again, you can enter the embed code as well. Now this is available on YouTube as sort of this is your third option if the others don't work. You can go to Share, Embed underneath your YouTube video, and there's different ways in doing it. And what's really important here, and what I wanted to show you, is that if you're embedding a YouTube video into a blog, for instance, for WordPress in particular, and no doubt for other blogs, you might need to click Use Old Embed Code, because some systems have not caught up with YouTube's most recent embed code. So if I go to my WordPress document where I started to make a blog post, and remember you can also make a blog post instead of a HTML page if that's your group's preference, you should just be able to copy in the embed code there. I'll click Save Draft, and then I will click Preview, and you'll see it also comes up with the embedded video, which works fine. You can also resize your embedded video either after, in the HTML page, after you put it in. You can usually stretch it out a bit, or you can actually go into the code and change a couple of the numbers, but it's probably easier just to stretch it if you want to. One other thing you might find useful to do is to add hyperlinks into your HTML page or blog posts, etc. You can simply select the words that you want to turn into a hyperlink, click on the Insert Link button. You must include a link caption here, so just type the same words in there. And for the URL, if you go to the page you want, copy the URL, come back here, and copy the link in. Select New Window is usually the best practice, and click Insert, and there you go, you've got the hyperlink. The same goes for the blog page here, the blog post, and just select the words. This is in a WordPress blog. It might vary very, very slightly in different blogs, but all you need to do essentially is to copy the URL in, select Insert Edit Link, copy the URL into the URL box, but you don't really need a title here, and add the link in a new window, and there you go. Update your page.